Hey guys, Pastor Chelsea here, and you're watching The Thursday Show. The Thursday Show is a weekly show put out by Colonial. A new episode drops every Thursday at 10 a.m., and I hope you'll come along and join us for lots of great conversations about getting connected at church or even connected deeper in our relationship with God. If you want to do that, a good way is to subscribe on YouTube, our Colonial Woods channel, or follow us along on Facebook. Episodes drop in both locations. So today I'm super excited because I have something brand new to share with you all. If you haven't joined us on the weekends, this is going to be new information for you, but we are so excited to relaunch our Colonial Woods church app. Ta-da! I'm really excited about it. I personally have put a lot of work into this and I'm pretty proud of our product, but for today's episode of the Thursday Show, I wanted to give you a deep dive into our new Colonial Woods church app and just how it can be a great resource and connection point for you at Colonial Woods, whether you attend in person or whether you join us online. So let's dive in to our new app. So the first thing you're going to need to do is to download the app if you haven't done so already. It is available for both Android and for Apple devices. So just go to your app store, whether it's Apple or whether it's Android, and just search for Colonial Woods. Doing that should make it pop up right at the top of the search list and download it. So now that you've downloaded our app, let me give you a little bit of a tour of all of the great features that are available to you. Well, the first thing that you're going to notice is the home screen. We try to make it really simple and give you quick access to all the things that we think a churchgoer would probably want to use most. If you ever forget what time services are held at Colonial Woods, you can find that information right at the top of that homepage. Now let's do a deeper look into each of these features. First off, if we are live streaming on a Sunday or a special event, a special button will pop up at the top of this page. It'll say live stream and it will let you know that you can click it and watch directly from the app whatever is happening. That's a pretty huge feature for us. Whether you're on vacation or whether you live somewhere else but you still follow us, this is a great way to follow along with what's happening the very moment that it's happening. Now the next thing that you'll notice will be our sermon notes button. This is a really cool feature because it allows you, if you're sitting in the service or you're watching online, to take notes in real time. At the very top, the title will pop up, and then as you scroll down, you'll see the actual notes from the sermon. And what's great is this gives you lots of options for interacting with the sermon content. This is something that I'm super geeked out about. Let's say you're listening to the sermon and Pastor Phil or whoever's preaching goes by a point really quick and you don't quite get what the fill in the blank was. If you're like me, that's always pretty upsetting to you. I like to fill in all the blanks. And so now if you fill in the blank and it's either not the right answer or you just missed it, you will see a little button pop up that says reveal answer. If you click that, it will show you the correct answer for that fill in the blank. Pretty awesome, huh? So those are sermon notes, and at the end of every sermon note, you can click email and they'll send you an emailed version of everything that you added into the note. So that's sermon notes. Let's move on. Giving in the app. It is easier than ever before to give if Colonial Woods is your church home or you would like to give towards our ministries. And so just hit the give button. It'll take you to a simple checkout. And what's really great is you can create an account if you would like to do reoccurring giving, or you can just check out as a guest. That makes it really easy for you to give a one-time gift or give towards a missions project or just give because you got a little extra cash in your pocket. Moving down the homepage, you can find our events. I know this is huge for lots of people because there's lots of things happening at Colonial Woods. And so if maybe you heard us talk about something or you just want to see what's coming up, hit the events button. It actually takes you over to a link that is connected and in sync with everything that's listed on our website as well. So you can scroll through, see events that are coming up, and click on anyone that catches your interest for more information. Some events even have signups and registration directly from the events. Continuing down through our home screen of the app, you'll find a couple other buttons that might be helpful to you as well. The Serve button takes you to a direct form where if you would like to get involved and serve in our church, you can just fill out that form right there and someone from our church staff will get in contact with you. And the same is true for our New Here button. You can click on that, fill out that simple form, and that's a great way for us to get to know you better, to follow up with you, to get you information, or tell you about specific ministries that you might particularly be interested in. Continuing on down, there's a quick contact button. If you need to send us a message or have a prayer request, just hit that. It'll take you to our message center. And then at the very bottom is our CW Central button. If you don't know what this is, don't worry about it for now, but that's basically our online database for all the people who attend Colonial Woods. And it's a way that you can check on your giving from the past or see how you're involved and stay connected to some of our other ministries. Now that's everything on the home page. At the bottom of the app, you'll notice a couple specific buttons that take you even further into our app. The home page is the very first one. That's where we've been. The next one is a quick link to our Give button. So if you want to give, that's another way to get to the same spot. Our About button at the bottom gives you some links to a couple pieces of information that you might want to check out, whether it's our COVID updates or a link to all of our staff members so you can email them, or also to our Facebook and Instagram. Those are all quick links that you can find right there under the About section. Moving on, and this is something that's huge for us at Colonial Woods, is our Media button. Guys, I cannot tell you how excited I am about this media library. This is the first time we've been able to organize content in this way, and it's so awesome and so easy to use. Under our media, you're going to find our whole library, and it's constantly growing, of content from Colonial Woods. You can even find quick links to the Thursday show if you want to watch past episodes or find the most recent one. You can follow Pastor Ann's Bible study from here. You can listen to past sermons. If you missed a weekend and you didn't get to hear the sermon, you can find that right here as well. You can even find our core class. If you're interested in getting to know more about our church or maybe become a member, you can access all of that and more right here from our media tab. Now, what's great on any of these is if you just click it, so let's say we want to listen to a past sermon. Let's say you missed a message from the Binder series and you want to be able to follow up, listen to it, and get the notes. Just select that sermon series, select the sermon that you're interested in, and it'll pop up right there on the screen. Now what's awesome is you'll notice some buttons. At the very bottom, it says download sermon notes. You can download the sermon notes right from here. And it's great because the same rules apply to the sermon notes that I showed you from earlier. The fill in the blanks can help give you the answer if you need them, as well as other places for you to add in notes of your own. But here are some other elements that are super exciting about being able to watch things in our media library. You can hit play and watch a video like you would watch a video, but maybe you're in a situation where audio only would be easier for you to listen to. Well, then just select the three dots next to each other at the bottom right of the screen and click Switch to Audio. It'll be able to download better if you're in a space where you don't have great data, and then you can just listen to the sermon rather than watch the entire thing. Now, if you want to watch the video and take sermon notes, I've got a way you can do that too. You're just going to hit the Screen and Screen button, usually in the bottom right area of the screen, and a video will pop out where then you can select sermon notes. So you can both watch the video and fill in your sermon notes at the same time. I know, we're getting pretty fancy here. Well, that's our media library, which is constantly growing, so be sure to check back there regularly. The next feature I want to tell you about is the Bible. The Bible is actually totally built into your CW app, so you can follow along on a Sunday morning if you want. All the way to the right on the bottom, you'll see the Bible button. Click it. You can choose the book you're reading, the chapter you're reading, even the translation of your choice. It's really simple to navigate, and there are even some Bible reading plans built in as well. The last feature that I want to tell you about today, and this makes our app a great tool for communicating with you, is push notifications. I know lots of people have push notifications for different apps, but what's so great is we at Colonial Woods can now use this as a way to communicate with you. Let's say we have some bad weather and we have to cancel a Wednesday night. Well, we will now be sending out push notifications in all weather emergencies. It's also a way for us to share information with you. So like when our block party's coming up, or if we're looking for more volunteers for something, we can send out a push notification as a way to communicate with you as the church. Now, make sure your push notifications are turned on. I promise, I'm the one who sends these things out, and I don't like getting blasted with push notifications either. So I make a promise to you right here and now that I will not overload your phone with push notifications. Your push notifications are probably automatically turned on, but just to make sure, in the top left, if you select those 3 lines, that gives you some extra settings in our app. Go to Settings, Notifications, and you'll see which notifications are turned on. Usually the general, which would be all church announcements, is going to be on. But here's a cool feature. Let's say you have a 5th grader and you want to get the Club 56 announcements. You can turn on Club 56. You can turn on notifications for the ministry that you would like more information on. And then each of those ministry staff members will be sending out push notifications in regards to information that you might want to know. So maybe you want to know about the high school fall retreat. Well, make sure your high school ministry push notifications are turned on. This is just yet another way that we can make sure we're communicating well with you about everything that's happening at Colonial Woods. Well, that wraps up our tour of our brand new relaunched app. I hope it's helpful for you, and I would love to hear which features about the new app you are most excited about. So tell me in the comments which feature is going to make your life that much better by having it built into our app. And what's also great about the app is it's constantly going to be changing and evolving to meet your needs. So if you think of something that the app should include, let me know. I'll see what I can do to build it in and make our app better than ever as a tool for communication and for connecting you with our church at Colonial Woods. Well, that wraps up this week's episode of The Thursday Show. I hope you're as excited about the app as I am. Next week, we're going to be talking about how to get more involved at Colonial Woods, how to serve, how to be a deeper part of our church. I can't wait for that conversation, but until then, I hope you have a great Thursday and a great week.